and the truth and the simplicity of what you have to do. Now, these people that we're dealing with, that were the black robes, let me make it perfectly clear to the world, they're all maggots. They're all corrupt. They're all parasites. They're running the biggest criminal organization in this world. It doesn't matter if it's traffic court, family court, or criminal court. All three of these courts, their jurisdiction, are operating unlawfully against we the people, worldwide. Okay? And that's why the bar must be liquidated. And these people wearing the black robes, they all need to be rounded up. They need to be brought into these courts, our public courthouses, before the people, and let the evidence laid bare of what they've been doing to all of us. This is part of the process that has to happen. And of course, this is after we hold these people accountable for the COVID-19 was a lie. They need to be brought in under warrant immediately. The head of the snake, so to speak, and take them down. So let me just walk everybody through this. It doesn't matter if it's family court, it doesn't matter if it's traffic court, and it doesn't matter if it's criminal court. It doesn't matter what court it is. In order for a court, the key word you need to learn is jurisdiction. Jurisdiction means control, and that's what you always address. First and foremost, it doesn't matter which one of those courts you're going to appear in, unless you're consenting to go right along with their little puke that they've put together. Well, then that's your choice. Okay, but ignorance is no excuse, and that's a maxim in law. So you're going to get what you deserve if you go through that. At least give them a fight, stand up, and let them know who the hell you are, and don't allow them to trespass against you. So the first thing you do before you go into any courts is you send in a communication ahead of time to all parties involved, including a communication to that maggot wearing the black robe, and you let them know you're making a notice, special appearance. I, the man or woman of the such and such family, are going to be making a special appearance on this date at said court. Right? I'm going to require any and all verified claims to be brought forward and presented and the record pressed. You could say that. Okay, that means that any man or woman that's got a verified claim that you trespass, and trespass means what? Wrong, harm, or breach of contract. That's why you only use the word trespass. I require, that means demand, that the verified claim is brought before this court right now. I'm here by special appearance to accept any and all verified claims. End of story. Once that happens, if no verified claims have been brought before the paper, into that courtroom before you, then you tend to understand what's going on. You need to attack the jurisdiction. Who? Who is the man or woman that's moving this court? And it's not going to be a man or woman moving this court against you that's got a claim of trespass. It's going to be some maggot that acts as a crown attorney or acts as a third-party attorney for some law firm that's moving either a criminal case, a traffic court, or a family court. Right? First and foremost, he does not have a claim of trespass against you. Remember that when you're in that courtroom. He's there operating on behalf of a service corporation. So if he doesn't have a contract with them and he doesn't have a verified claim of trespass, nothing that man says, no words on any piece of paper apply to you. That's why you don't care if your name's written in all capital letters, upper and lowercase. You don't even get into the name game with them. You talk to that maggot that wears the black robe. You say, hey, Bob or Susie, and you find out his name. I require of you to produce the verified claim before this court. And if there isn't, then jurisdiction is being challenged here because there is no verified claim before this court. And unless you claim that I'm property, or you got a contract with me on the private side I'm property, or you got a contract with the service corporation you're acting through that I'm property, then nothing that you do or say applies to me. You have no jurisdiction over me. In fact, you're a public servant and you serve we the people. You are my servant. And you say all this, obviously, and you put this in writing ahead of time that also gets filed into the court. You can simply say to them, do you have my notice before the court? Notice appearance and notice trespass, right? You get that into the court. What they're starting to do now, these little pricks at the court clerk windows, they're not allowing people to get this paperwork in ahead of time. They're starting to block them. It's the most repugnant thing. That's why all of these people in the court system, they all need to be ripped right out of their chairs and brought into the courts before the people and exposed for everything that they've been doing to us their entire careers. All of them need to be locked up for the rest of their lives as far as I'm concerned. You're going to take their pensions from them. We're going to take everything from them. Like the movie Committee of 300. Not the Committee of 300. The 300. You know that movie? Give nothing and take everything from them. Because that's what they've been doing to us. The Law Society does not contribute to this country. It steals from us all the time. It's not providing any good faith and duties and services. Their entire business model is based on your ignorance and constructive fraud.